Welcome. Kainchi Dham is located in Shivalik mountain range in Kumaon Hills in the state of Uttarakhand. This place has an Hanuman temple and an ashram, which was established by the revered saint Sri Neem Karoli Babaji, who is believed to be an avatar of Lord Hanuman. As this place is situated at the height of 1400 meters above sea level, which is surrounded by mountains, waterfalls, and rivers, this Kainchi Dham is considered to be an heaven on earth combined with nature's beauty and spirituality. This place is located in between two hills that cut and cross each other in the shape of a scissor, hence the name Kainchi. Establishment of Hanuman temple by Neem Karoli Baba. This Kainchi Dham is a very sacred place where saints namely Premi Baba and Somvari Baba lived and performed continuous havan, which is fire ritual for many years. One day in the year 1942, a villager named Poonanand Tiwari from Kainchi went to Nainital to get some lawsuit papers from Nainital court, which is around 20 kilometers. But on his way back to his own village, he missed his return bus. Hence, he started his journey back on his foot. On his way to Kainchi, he has to pass a haunted place called by Kufia Dant. It was pitch dark at night without any streetlights, so Tiwari was walking with fear. At that time, he saw a bulky man wrapped in blanket. Hence, he got scared to see a person at such odd hour in such lonely place. But the man immediately started calling Tiwari's name, and the reason being for his arrival at that late hour. Tiwari then became peaceful and had a conversation with that bulky man, who is none other than Neem Karoli Babaji. Babaji then encouraged Tiwari to move forward without any fear, where he will get a public transport. He then asked Babaji as when he will bless him again, for which Babaji immediately replied, after 20 years. Disappointed Tiwari left the place in uncertainty, after which Karoli Baba also disappeared. After this incident, exactly 20 years later, in the year 1962, Karoli Babaji was returning in a taxi to Nainital from a place called Raniket, along with two other disciples. But Babaji got down in Kainchi and called for Poonanand Tiwari, whom he promised to meet after 20 years. Tiwari, in disbelief, worshipped Babaji and then took him to the place in the deep Kainchi forest where two saints, namely Premi Baba and Somvari Baba, perform Havan, which is fire ritual. On that very place of Havan Kund, the foundation of Hanuman temple was laid by Babaji. But when the officers opposed this, as this place belongs to the government, Babaji immediately called the chief forest officer and occupied on lease. 2 years after the foundation, Hanuman temple was inaugurated on June 15th in the year 1964. The temple also has other deities, namely Lord Ganesha, Ma Durga, Lord Shiva, Lord Lakshmi Narayana, Ma Vindhyavasini Devi, and Ma Vaishnavu Devi. During the inauguration of Hanuman temple, an interesting event took place, which was eyewitnessed by many devotees. At that time, Neem Karoli Babaji himself fed milk with his own hands to Lord Hanuman's idol. The bucket has three-fourths of milk, where later it got reduced, and Hanuman lips were filled with milk. Although many people may question as how an idol can drink milk, it is believed that Lord Hanuman himself came and blessed the devotees by consuming the milk. Story of Neem Karoli Babaji. Neem Karoli Babaji was born as Lakshman Das in the year 1900, was a wealthy Brahmin, and was forced to marry at the young age of 11. Although he left home and became an wandering ascetic, upon his father's request, he returned back home and settled in his married life, where he fathered two sons and a daughter. It is believed all these years Babaji lived a devotional life, and later in the year 1958 he again left his home and started wandering around his village. One day, as an wandering ascetic, Babaji boarded a train without any ticket. Hence, the conductor immediately stopped the train and forced Babaji to leave the train in the place called Neem Karoli village. After Babaji left the train didn't start again in spite of attempting for several hours. Hence, one traveller suggested to allow the sadhu-like person back on the train. So, when the conductor and other officials requested Babaji to board back on the train, Babaji agreed only upon two conditions. First being, the railway company should build a station in the village Neem Karoli, as the villagers has to walk many miles for the nearest railway station. Second, the railway company and its employees should treat better and respect all the ascetics who board on the train. With no other choice left, the officers agreed to his two conditions. When Babaji boarded on the train, to everyone's surprise, the train immediately started and proceeded after Babaji's blessings to the train drivers. It is believed later a train station was built in that very Neem Karoli village, where Babaji lived there for some time and helped the villagers. Hence, he started being called as Neem Karoli Babaji. Throughout his lifetime, Babaji constructed around 108 temples in India and two big ashrams in Vrindavan and in Kainchi. But later, his disciples built several temples and ashrams around the world. All these years, Babaji helped many people to overcome fears, where he insisted on chanting Ram Nam. After Babaji's demise in the year 1973, his ashes were kept in a kalash, which is a jar, and installed inside Kainchi Dham. 3 years later, a temple was built inside Kainchi Dham complex, where his idol was installed. Babaji is a follower of Bhakti Yoga, where he always insisted service to others, which is the highest form of unconditional devotion to the God. Hence, in order to inspire devotion, service, faith, reverence, sacrifice in the heart of devotees, Babaji started the tradition of celebrating festivities, which includes the yearly consecration day on June 15th, Guru Purnima, Raksha Bandhan, Janmashtami, Navratri Puja, and Shivaratri, where there will be a large number of devotees gather and join in the worships and celebrations, and more than 1 lakh people were fed. Although there are many Hanuman temples around the globe, this particular Kainchi Dham stands separate and special due to many reasons. This is the only temple which was consecrated by Lord Hanuman himself in his human form in the name of Neem Karoli Baba, who is considered as an incarnation of Lord Hanuman. This temple is located on a hill with sacred and continuous vibrations of Ram Nam. Nainital, which is around 20 kilometers from Kainchi, is one of Shakti Peethas, where Ma Sati's right eye, Nayan, fell and became sacred. Here, Goddess Sati is worshipped as Naina Devi, and a temple is situated on the northern shore of Nainital Lake. This place is also revered in Ramayana, where Lord Rama, Ma Sita, and Lakshman spent some time in exile in the deep forest of Nainital, which is now called as Sita Bhani. It is believed that on all 8 directions surrounding this temple, 8 Hanuman temples were situated, which makes this place unique and extremely powerful. Due to these reasons, many people, including celebrities, have felt this tranquility and regards this place as a sanctuary for peacefulness. Apple founder Steve Jobs and Kainchi Dham. It is stated that Steve Jobs, founder of Apple products, came to Kainchi Dham few years after the demise of Babaji, where he stayed for few days, which helped him to find clarity and inspiration in both his struggling personal and professional life. He also stated that during his stay, he was able to completely focus on his life's goal, which helped him to be successful. Where he also recommended this Kainchi Dham to other celebrities including Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. During Mark's early stages of Facebook launch, Steve Jobs asked him to visit this temple for clarification and focus. Thereby, in the year 2015, when Facebook was struggling in its growth, Mark visited and stayed for few days in this ashram, where he experienced a sense of peace and purpose, which reinforced his belief in Facebook connecting the world. Also, many other celebrities and thousands of devotees visit this peaceful sanctum, Kainchi Dham.